What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Have a matchup today of Blue Buggy into Black Yellow Koala. Played my friend Gabe. We played a practice game, I think, about a week ago. Now we're playing a tournament first round. Lost the dice roll. We are going second. There's two things that I've kind of thought about this. The first thing is I should probably counter out aggressively, keep my life total high in case I get my hand size burned by a Robin. And then the secondary thing is I'm trying to figure out how to pop off on one turn, which is like I'll play things to get around his leader ability. His leader ability is 8 costs or higher is played, or a character plays another character. I have to pop a life. It's once per turn. I'd like to kind of like play in a fashion in which I minimize that. One of the things I'm going to forget because I'm so focused on trying to do that secondary point is if I could do the first. So I'm going to take some hits even though I feel like I should be countering out. I'm going to leave myself vulnerable. So I'm going to tap 1 for a Galdino Search, thinking about what to add. Meanwhile, he captains Assembled Search, which is search top 3 for a Revolutionary, and then add the rest of trash. So we're going to find a Crockett Mihawk off of the Galdino Search. He goes to his 3-dawn turn. He swings 5 life. This is where I should counter out. Ultimately going to take, and it's a Slave Arrow trigger, which the trigger is draw 2, put 2 to the top or bottom. So I will draw 2 right now. I have 1 in my hand. Thinking about what to put on the bottom, probably put the Croc and Gravity. Gravity is worthless in this matchup because it is a very strong card. But almost everything he plays, besides this Karasu he just plays, Karasu Blocker, is going to get an additional cost up to 8. So I'm going to swing 5 life, and then we're going to tap 4 for an Alvida, draw 3, trash 2. And the next turn we're set. We could promo Buggy into Mihawk, but ultimately going to pitch the Crosscode Searcher and the Love. If we do promo Buggy into Mihawk, I'm going to have to take a life. So I'm thinking about how I can get around the idea of popping off on one turn. He's going to swing 5 life again. And based off the life total, he's able to Red Hawk away my Alvida. I don't have protection out. He also taps 1 for a Koala Searcher, which search top 3 for Revolutionary, add the rest of trash. Now I go to my 6-dawn turn. I think the idea here, like again, normally I would promo Buggy into Mihawk, or I'd Crockett Mihawk into something. I'm just going to play the Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1, pitch another promo Buggy, don't need 2, swing 5 life. And I'm at a lot of cards in hand. I'm invulnerable. This is where I kind of realized, oh shoot, I should have been playing this slightly different. He's gonna tap 1 for a Koala Searcher again. So he could still play a Robin this turn. I'm sweating about it. He's gonna Captain's Assemble again. Meanwhile, his trash is getting big. I think he's at like 6-dawn, so he could still play the Robin this turn. But he's going to swing 6 life. I'm just going to block with the Mihawk. He does have the Karasu Blocker he can swing, but I wonder if he's going to swing it. He taps 4 for a Hack Blocker, and he's going to pass it back to us. So then now the idea here is we are on 8-dawn. If I play a Croc and Mihawk, I'm going to take a life. I'm just thinking about what's the best thing to do here. I want to be able to set up the pop-off and next turn, which we're getting close to potentially doing. I'm going to swing 5 life. He gives me counter. I'm ultimately going to decide to just tap 8 in totality for 2 4 costs, 4 for Kabaji, 4 for Emoji. We're filling up our board. They don't have blocker at this time. They're also 5 costs, but next turn they could potentially they're taking up spots on my board. And if he KOs 1, I'm still able. The reason, like I said, if he KOs 1, I still have enough where I can pop off. He taps 8 for a Dragon and plays Dragon into a Nico Robin, which is able to pop our top life. So now we're just going to block the 5k swing. Now his board's looking pretty full. The idea here, though, is we're going to pop off this turn. We're going to pitch. We're going to lead ability twice, only to take 1 life. So we're going to pitch the promo Buggy, play Crockett Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. And then now I'm saying, do I take the life now? And he's like, no, you would play a 4 cost if you'd like, or you do the effect, and then you would do it. So we're gonna play down. I'm ultimately decided to play down a Galdino Searcher because my board's already full. I took the life at that point. I'm gonna search top 4, add a Kabaji 2k, and then now we can lead our ability, tap 5, pitch a Crockett Mihawk, play the Buggy, bottom deck the Dragon. Now his board's just the Robin and the Karasu Blocker, but now we have 3 blockers currently showing on board, and we have protection against removal. We do have a 5k swing. I probably should have done that before doing all this. So we swing the 5, he gives us a 1k, and then we pass it back to him. Thinking about whether to swing, the Mihawk at this point, but ultimately probably should. Actually, no, we could swing it. We have 2 blockers. Let's swing the Mihawk. We swing a 7 in the life, be a little bit aggressive. We get the hack blocker. We're able to pitch a card to keep the Kabaji alive. So our hand size is about 5. We are in danger of Nico Robin. He swings 6 life. Currently showing 2 more swings. I'll give him a 2K. I am slightly worried about this turn. He taps 8 for another dragon. He gets to return 3 revolutionary cards to the bottom of his deck. And then he gets to play any 6 cost from the trash. So last time he played a Nico Robin that burned her life. This time he's going to play the Robin blocker, but we're at 5, so we have to pitch 2. Pitch a Galdino, thinking on what the secondary one to pitch is. Ultimately want to keep the 10 cost buggies so I can bottom deck things. I'm gonna pitch the Moji. I have 2 10 cost buggies in hand. Potentially could get them out next turn. He swings 6 life, and I could definitely give the Moji here to draw a card, which I will. And he has 1 Don standing, and he just chooses not to swing the Karasu. But now he has the Robin blocker, and I think the idea here is I need to kind of rely on these blockers. I'm gonna swing 5 life. I think I'm going to swing the Croc and Mihawk and Buggy. But ultimately, I think I'm going to Buggy twice here. Let's get rid of the Dragon and let's get rid of the Robin blocker. I still don't feel comfortable about it. I'm going to take my last life. I'll be at 0. I'm going to really be relying on Mihawk and Kabaji to kind of hold up the gates, I guess, or whatever. We're going to lead our ability, play down the Buggy, bottom deck the Robin. Now we take our life. And then now we're going to be able to lead our ability again and kill the dragon. But I want to kill that Robin. So I'm going to swing the 12 into the Robin. And I hope he doesn't give the Karasu blocker, but he does let it die. Here's where I wish I had a promo Buggy on board, because I would feel much better about doing it. I'm swing 5 life because that Karasu can attack. But I think the idea here is now what am I going to play over? I don't want to play over blockers. And I don't want to play over my removal protection, but I think I have to. I think I'm going to swing the Croc and Mihawk 7. Then I'm going to pitch the Dofi, play another 10 cost Buggy, and bottom deck the Dragon. I'm just thinking it through. We're going to swing the 7 here. He takes, no trigger. And then let's leader ability, play the Dofi. Leader ability, play the Dofi. Over the Croc and Mihawk, bottom deck the Dragon. Now at this point I have 2 blockers. He's showing 3 swings. I am somewhat worried about him putting Dawn on that Koala at this point. I wish I had a promo Buggy to be able to shut off that Karasu attack. He's going to play another Koala, search top 3. Yeah, but we're at 2 cards in hand. It is kind of risky, and we do. Lucky that they are 2K, 1K. He gets 8 for a 3rd straight Dragon. He gets to return 3 Revolutionaries to the bottom of his deck. Play any 6 cost from the trash. He plays a Hack. So now he has 2 blockers showing with the Karasu blocker and the Hack blocker. He's going to swing 5 life. I give the Mihawk blocker. So we still have all the blockers standing. He didn't swing the Karasu and he didn't Dawn up on the Koala, but now his board's super scary. So I'm just thinking about how do I navigate this. My hand is 3 blockers essentially. I'm going to start swinging the 12s at him and see what he does. I don't have removal protection, so he can get rid of my Kabaji blocker when he gives the Hack blocker. But it's kind of like, I guess our blockers are canceling each other out. So we're just going to swing all 3 12s. Depending on what he does too, I know he has 1 Dawn standing. I could swing 11-11 here, put 4 Dawn on the Mihawk, 6 Dawn on lead, and go for game, depending on what he does here. But I don't feel good about that. The fact that he has 1 Dawn standing. I know he has like basically a black Rad Beam. He does give the Karasu blocker. So now that makes me feel better about some things. I don't think I need to go for game here, but I'm thinking maybe, because again, that he has like 6 or 7 cards in hand. And that black Rad Beam's really scaring me. So I'm thinking, do I play blockers? Do I block her up? I can play the Moji down. I can play double Richies. I'm honestly at this point afraid of the Koala swinging. And at one point I'm thinking, do I play my entire hand out? I'm going to swing one last 7 to keep 8 Dawn standing. In case I want to play all 3 of them, I'd have to play over 2 10 cost Buggies at that point, which is crazy. But going to do... Something we might need to do. Definitely need to play over 1 at this point. I have 1 blocker. Let's say that blocker intercepts the dragon. I need another blocker to intercept leader, and I feel like I need a 3rd blocker to intercept 1 of the koala swings. I don't think I need to play all of them down. I think the better play than what I'm about to do is probably just play both Richies down. I'm checking his trash to see what Red Hawk does, and it KOs based off of life total. So I don't need to worry about him KOing a blocker at this point with Red Hawk. So I'm going to tap 4 for the Moji. Maybe I should have played the Richie here instead. And I'm going to tap 2. I'm thinking about, again, I'm really seriously considering playing these 2 Richies over 2 Buggies, which is insane. I feel like it might be the only way. Ultimately, I'm going to decide to only play 1. And if he puts the Dawn appropriately on the Koalas, I could lose. So we're going to tap 2, play the Koala down, or excuse me, the Richie down, and we have 3 standing blockers. He has 4 showing swings, but 2 of those swings are super weak. They're 2k power. They would take some Dawn investment. We only have 1 card in hand, though. He does immediately swing 7 with lead, and we get the Moji, and we get to draw a card. So we have 2 1Ks in hand. He has 8 standing Dawn, and we have a way to block twice. So if he's realistically, the most spread he could do is 6-6 with the Koalas. Yeah, he's thinking it through. But if he swings 6-6, at this point he keeps saying like, "There's no way you have 2K to counter, right?" And then I look up at him, and he's looking at me, so I think he's trying to read me a little bit. But yeah, he's thinking about what to do. He's gonna swing 6, and here's where I think I make a mistake. Not in the fact that I make him a misplay, the fact that I should have taken, or I should have given a blocker. I should have given the Richie blocker. The reason being here is I want him to swing another 6. I want him to put all 4 Dawn on the Koala and swing another 6, and then he has no standing Dawn. But now the fact that I countered out now means he has time to pivot. He can play a blocker down. He can keep Dawn up for defense. So I think that was a slight mistake in me countering out of that 6K swing now, when I should have known he was going to swing another 6K. I think I just got a little bit nervous, and there might be like a random revolutionary card out there that buffs power. But yeah, he's going to swing 8. We'll give the Richie blocker, and now he has 4 standing Dawn. He could swing 6, but we just block with the Mihawk. Instead, he taps 3 for a Ivankov blocker that trashes the top 3 of his deck. He has no he just has the Ivankov blocker and then 1 life. We need to hit him twice, so we can swing the 12s. Let's just swing the 12 out and see what happens. He takes. He's thinking on trigger. It's no trigger, and then now we can swing 12 here. He gives the Ivankov, and he's like, "You got it, dude." So yeah, this was a pretty close game here. It came down to the wire. Had to play over a Buggy with Richie. We were able to succeed in the mission of popping off on 1 turn, which was where we kind of just played some things on our board until we could crock a Mihawk into 10-cost Buggy on the same turn. I think that was smart. I think what was not smart was I probably should have countered out of some attacks early, just to keep my hand size a little bit farther down. But he's got a very interesting build which will punish you with hand size and keeping high life total, because the fact that he runs Robin, I know he runs Eustace Kid. You want both Robins. One can burn a hand size, one can burn a life. So just definitely tricky to go against. Opponent played it really well, but we were able to pull it out in the end. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments anything you can do differently. Really appreciate you guys, and see you next time.